Hey guys, and how about we watch Goku vs. Superman? Okay, I decided to come back and watch this one before the second one comes out for pretty obvious reasons. Spoilers and such. But honestly, looking at this, I feel like Superman is going to win, just because even if Goku is strong enough to match Superman on Earth, technically Superman could just fly them both to the sun, into the sun. Even if Goku can survive that, which I'm not sure he can, as Superman gets more powerful, the longer he stays there. So, yeah. But on Earth, I feel like Goku does have a slight edge, so to speak, just because he has more combat experience. Like, he focuses on combat while Superman focuses on protecting Earth. But Superman does not have many energy attacks. The only one he has is the heat vision, and I'm not sure how powerful that can get. Not sure if it can match a Kamehameha. So yeah, honestly, I feel like Superman's going to win, but Goku isn't completely outmatched. Okay, so let's get to watching.
This episode of Death Battles brought to you by Slim Jim. Born to dying races and sent to brave new worlds, these two alien saviors are legendary. And everybody wants to know who would kick whose ass in a fight. And I mean everyone. Goku, the tenacious Super Saiyan. And Superman, the Man of Steel. To ensure no questions are left unanswered, we will be acknowledging every official resource for both combatants. So the original writings hold precedence. No mistranslations allowed. Also, as he was retconned and rebuilt in 1986, we will be examining the modern Superman. Considering Supes pre-86 could make up new superpowers on the fly and destroy entire solar systems by sneezing, probably a good idea. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Wow. They got a lot of people to help out on this, didn't they? A lot of people. Goku versus Superman.
Kakarot was born to a low-class Saiyan warrior on the planet Vegeta. He narrowly escaped the extinction of his entire race when he was sent to Earth with a single, simple mission. Destroy everything!
Really?
And he conveniently bumped his head and forgot about it all! Dubbed Goku by his adoptive grandfather, his life revolves around combat. He cares little for anything else.
Son Goku? Why does he have Son in his name?
At 12 years old, he was trained by Master Roshi in Kame Sennin Ryu, which pushes a person to superhuman levels. Complementing his Saiyan biology, Goku's superhuman strength, speed, and senses skyrocketed. He developed numerous fighting techniques, including the fast-moving after image and the dragon throw, his trademark grapple. At 15, he was already so powerful that the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods! He was only a kid and his power level was already enormous.
It's over 9,000!
Not yet! Okay, now it is.
What, 9,000?
False. In the Japanese manga, Goku's power level at that time was 8,000. But it doesn't even matter because power levels are absurd. The entire point of introducing them was to show how unreliable and meaningless they were. By relying on power levels, the villains constantly underestimated the heroes. Therefore, using them to judge Goku's abilities is pointless. Besides, the Daizenshuu
Okay.
says that
What now?
the official Dragon Ball Encyclopedia. It states power levels eventually become immeasurable. Not because they are so high they can't be measured, but because the characters, and hopefully the audience, have realized just how futile these numbers are.
I'm still 10 times stronger than you are.
That may be true, but strength isn't the only thing that matters.
We cannot judge Goku by his power level, nor can we through power scaling, the theory that he can achieve the same feats as lesser Dragon Ball characters. Goku's abilities are tailored to his personal training and experiences, not to mention anatomy.
I can breathe in space and you can't.
However, Goku does have a knack for mimicking ki techniques.
Ki is metaphysical, made up of things such as vigor, courage, and being in one's true mind.
Oh.
It's basically a kind of natural life force energy and is a fundamental component of Taoist medicine and martial arts. Oh, and it's not magic.
Dragon Ball creates a very distinct difference between Ki and magic. Ki is dependent on the physical ability of the user, and magic users like Babidi are clearly using something different. Goku harnesses and manipulates his Ki energy
Into badass lasers and stuff, like ki blasts, energy barriers, and the Destructo Disc, which he totally stole from Krillin. The Solar Flare
Yep.
blinds opponents, and the Spirit Bomb puts energy from other things into a giant death ball that takes friggin' forever to make.
and energy taken from sentient beings
When was
must
that?
be voluntary. The
I
spirit
remember
bomb
that.
is fueled by positive energy, which
Maybe
is
I
only
just don't
effective
keep
against
up to
those
date
filled with
enough.
negative energy, aka evil. In the Super Android 13 film, Goku actually absorbs the ki gathered from the Spirit Bomb, becoming one with it, transforming and manipulating the energy himself.
But his two best moves are the Dragon Fist, where he supercharges his punch with a golden ki dragon, and the one and only Kamehameha, a giant focus beam which every kid in the world has always wanted to do. Don't lie, you've tried it.
Goku also uses ki for
Everyone
telekinesis and
has.
high-speed flight. He can even sense the power and location of other ki sources, then teleport directly to them with instant transmission.
With
Ah.
his light speed.
You dematerialize and travel as a mass of light.
Again, false. This is another mistaken translation. According to the original manga, instant transmission is, well, instant. Its only flaw is that it requires concentrated focus.
Wait, how do you mess that up? How do you turn instant
Also,
into light
you can read
speed?
mine.
How do you?
Wait, what?
How's that
Is there
happen?
no limit to this ki
With a
thing?
mistranslation.
Goku draws from a finite pool of ki energy. So to increase his power, Goku perfected the art of Kaioken. This amplifies Goku's ki, multiplying his strength, speed, defense, and so on.
Only one problem. It puts a giant strain on his body and could even kill him.
He gets really buff.
Times 20!
But Goku does not have to rely solely on his ki. He wields the Power Pole, a magical staff which expands and
Oh, that was in one of the
When he's
games I
hurt, eating
played.
a sensu bean heals him up, and to get around, he
Oh yeah, I
rides the
forgot to
flying
mention
nuke,
that.
a
I
flying
played
cloud
a
which
Dragon
probably
Ball
tastes like
game at one
cotton
point.
candy.
Still, the Kaioken was Goku's trump card for some time until a fateful battle with the tyrant Frieza, who pushed Goku past his limits to achieve the legendary form of Super Saiyan.
There are 4 different levels of Super Saiyan, each drastically boosting his power.
Like the Kaioken, each form does burden his body, though Goku has trained to minimize this.
Super Saiyan 3
Oh, I
multiplies
didn't know
the
that.
already combined power of Super Saiyan 2 by 4, but comes at a horrible price. That hair. Oh, it pretty much destroys his body while he's using it, but my god, the hair!
Fortunately
Wait,
for
they-
Goku,
they
the
kind of
life-sapping
skipped
Super Saiyan
over
3
Super
form
Saiyan
would be
2.
trumped by his final transformation, Super Saiyan 4. This form alters his body to better endure the 4,000 times power increase.
Complete with pink fur and eyeshadow. Fear the ultimate form.
With each transformation, minus full power Super Saiyan 1, Goku loses some self-control, becoming more violent and instinct-prone.
When I'm at this power level, it's hard for me to listen to reason. I just lose control.
Goku's greatest strength is his tenacity and never give up attitude. He does not fight to defeat others, he fights to defeat himself. However, this may also be his greatest weakness.
He prefers a fair fight, eager to see his opponent's maximum potential.
He's about to reach his maximum. This could be your last chance.
I want him to reach his maximum. I want to fight him when he's at his best.
But when the whole world is at stake, well, hindsight is 20/20.
And although he's more than tough enough to survive in a vacuum, he clearly needs oxygen, so no breathing in space.
Plus, well, Goku's not very bright. Despite some basic schooling from Roshi, Goku has never had a day of certified formal education in his life. It took him years just to learn how to drive.
But why the hell would Goku need to drive a car?
Even so, Goku understands his weaknesses. To him, a formal education would just be a waste of time. He is already a genius when it comes to martial arts.
And even if he
Wait,
does get the
how'd
help
that
beaten
even
out of him,
work
he
right
improves
there?
with every fight.
And that is what Goku is all about.
How did that move
He
even
thrives on
work?
becoming stronger and bursting limits, and has overcome every obstacle in his way.
Even marriage.
Goku might just be the greatest martial artist in fictional history.
What are you?
I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. Allied to good, nightmare to you.
Okay, really quick, I just wanted to comment this.
My son was in the bus. He saw what Clark did.
Kal-El was born to a high-class scientist on the planet Krypton. He narrowly escaped the destruction of his home world. when his
Goku
father
considers
sent
a
him to
formal
Earth with the goal of
education
preserving human life.
Well, what a coincidence! It was
waste of
never the
time,
same
but
human life
he's
thing.
fine with the
After landing
marriage.
on Earth, he was found
That's
and
weird.
raised by the Kents.
It's
who
really
decided
weird.
to name him Clark. And weren't they surprised when they found out he was an alien with superpowers?
After discovering his true heritage, Clark refused to accept his Kryptonian side. He subconsciously developed mental barriers that blocked him from attaining his full power, which he would work to uncover throughout the rest of his life.
Stupid power-limiting brain?
After graduating college in 2 years and traveling the world as a secret superhero, Clark moved to the city of Metropolis as an investigative reporter, and donned the red and blue to publicly announce his presence as the Superman, defender of truth, justice, and the American way, until he renounced his American citizenship.
What?
Mild-mannered Clark kept his identity a secret with the brilliant disguise of nerdy glasses and wimpy demeanor. I'm sorry. Proving that people only see what they want to believe.
Boomstick, that's surprisingly profound.
Since then, his power's been pretty inconsistent, mostly due to the writers doing whatever the hell they please.
Well, there is
Yeah.
a legitimate explanation. Superman's powers are dependent on the ultrasolar rays of the sun. By absorbing yellow or blue sunlight, his power rises. However, he cannot absorb sunlight from a red star. So, if you take away a yellow sun, you slowly take away Superman's powers.
He's solar powered! They call him the world's first superhero, but seems more like the world's first hippie to me.
Now, the intensity of solar radiation disperses the further away it gets from its source. So the closer Superman is to the sun, the more solar radiation he'll absorb.
So he gathers more power the higher he gets? He is a hippie.
In the Justice League series, Our World's at War, Superman actually spent 15 minutes inside the sun. When he resurfaced, he was powerful enough to effortlessly move planets.
He can also hear sounds millions of miles away, see through anything but lead, and spot things moving faster than light.
He can see at a subatomic level and hear through the vacuum of space. Somehow. He can even see your soul.
What?
It happened.
Well, weird abilities aside, Superman can freeze his enemies in ice or create hurricanes just by breathing. And
Yep.
to top it all off, he shoots laser beams from his eyes.
His heat vision can be expanded to encompass anything within Superman's sight and reach temperatures hotter than the sun.
He can
Whoa.
incinerate entire planets in a staring contest.
However, heat vision does drain his solar power much faster than any other ability, especially when he amps it up.
I think it can match a
With
Kamehameha.
precision, heat vision can reach microscopic levels invisible to the human eye.
Heat vision. Focus through your pupils like a scalpel. Instant lobotomy.
That's
Superman can vibrate his body fast
that's
enough
weird.
to phase through attacks, even turn invisible. By vibrating to just under light speed, Superman can use the infinite mass punch. This speed causes the relative mass of his fist to increase immensely and hits with the force of a supernova.
Which explodes at a force of 10 octillion megatons. Thanks, back to the day calendar.
In comparison, this is the Tsar, the most powerful bomb mankind has ever tested. 50 megatons.
So that punch is like 200 septillion super nukes. That's 24 zeros, bitches.
Superman is not only strong, but a genius with a super brain that can process information thousands of times faster than an average human. He is capable of strategic fighting even while traveling 8 times the speed of light.
He's an expert
Oh.
in disabling opponents through pressure point combat, and once fought demons in Valhalla alongside Wonder Woman and Thor. For 1,000 frickin' years!
He's even learned how to protect his mind from telepathic attacks.
I heard your telepathic shout before, but my mind is protected from anything deeper by a series of psychic blocks.
Best I've seen, too.
He also studied 2 Kryptonian martial arts, Torquasm Rao and Torquasm Vo.
Orgasm what now?
Oh.
Torquasm Rao is a hard martial art in which Superman enters the Theta state, a real-life phenomenon in which a person becomes extremely receptive to information and instinct. Torquasm Vo is a mental martial art, with which Superman can fight off mind domination and illusions, or even counterattack.
Oh.
In order to master all his power, Superman needed to break through his own self-created mental blocks. Like how when he was younger, he believed he needed to eat food and breathe oxygen like humans, when he can really just survive on solar energy alone, like some weird plant man.
And thanks to some intense training from Mongol II, he managed to tear these barriers down and become the true Superman, capable of amazing feats.
Yeah, like when he obliterated an F5 tornado with a round of applause, or he was the filling for a planet sandwich, or he held a mini black hole in his hand. Oh, or the time he dragged the frickin' Earth around.
Well then.
Superman has survived some pretty crazy things. Like
Everyone knows that
hit him
scene.
with 15 supernovas to the face.
That was like 15 suns exploding in his face.
I just said that.
Exaggeration? Maybe, but he has survived other supernovas before. When he takes a hit, his super dense molecular structure and bioelectric aura protects him and his suit.
Holy crap, he sounds invincible.
Not exactly. His solar energy can be depleted over the course of a battle if he takes too much damage or remains out of sunlight for too long. This is how the monster Doomsday was able to kill him. Oh, sorry, not kill, put him into a healing coma. He also has several specific weaknesses,
Cop out.
like the famous kryptonite, radioactive fragments of his home world which bring him to his knees. Any prolonged exposure will eventually kill him. He also has
Really,
no
that was
special
just a lazy
resistance to
writer who
magical
didn't want a
attacks.
reason
And
for
he always
Superman
gets
coming
all
back
hung
to
up on
life.
doing the right thing, even if it makes his life miserable.
He does not fight for himself, but to protect others. Even the buildings in Metropolis are more valuable to him than his own life. Most of the time. Point is, Superman spends more time defending the city than actually improving his own abilities.
But remove all those pesky feelings about saving people and look out!
I feel like I live in a world made of cardboard, always taking constant care not to break something, to break someone. What we have here is a rare opportunity for me to cut loose and show you just how powerful I really am.
All right, the combatants are set.
Okay.
Let's end this debate once and for all.
Interesting.
It's time for a death battle!
And pause. Okay. So, watching this, I feel like Superman's still going to win, just because he was able to strategically fight at 8 times the speed of light, and if it was instant transmission was really that helpful, wouldn't that mean that at least base form Goku can't move the speed of light? Honestly, I don't know how to judge this one. They didn't talk that much about Goku's physical abilities, they didn't talk about his strength or anything. So, I don't know, I'm still going for Superman. By the way, I know that picture's S is backwards. I honestly could not find a better picture. Okay, so anyway, let's get to watching.
Look, it's a bird! It's a plane! It's gonna kill us!
I hate Mondays too. Mine aren't this bad though.
Don't worry, folks. This looks like a job for Super. Whoa! I got it.
Earlier today, Superman heroically rescued Metropolis from disaster once again. The Man of Tomorrow saved a downed airliner which would have crashed.
Superman, huh? Wow, he looks really strong.
What, that pretty boy ass clown? Please, I could kill him with my eyes closed. Even faster than that stupid transforming hedgehog.
Just look at him, wearing his underwear on the outside. I bet it chafes.
Don't be so sure. I sense him. He's strong. Stronger than anyone I've ever fought.
Are you serious?
Finally, someone as strong as me!
I heard he's an alien!
An alien? It's only a matter of time before he destroys the planet! Nimbus!
It's funny how Goku just assumes Superman's going to try to destroy the world because he's an alien. I mean, really. Superman's a good guy.
Hey there.
Hello.
You look pretty strong. Let's fight.
Fight? Well, that's literally what I do.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
You're insane.
That's how it starts. Animation's not as good as some others, but it's really good.
You're out, Matt. Give up. I'll what?
Oh, is that, I forget what it's called.
What? I can't move.
So,
Wait.
you're an alien too, huh?
What did you do to me?
Pressure points. Didn't
That's
work
not
at
how
first,
pressure
but
points
my
work.
X-ray and microscopic vision let me find your body's weak points.
How is he sticking
Won't
to
be
the
going
wall?
anywhere. What is that?
Was he like lodged in there or something?
No.
By the way, screw attack
I'm
billboard.
ending this now.
What?
Super Saiyan.
Okay, Blondie, what's going on?
I am Son Goku. And I am a Super Saiyan.
Uh-oh. Oh, poor LexCorp.
Well, this might take a while.
Really? That's one of the only things that survived.
Now.
Huh? Hey, what are you doing?
No.
Is that rock hurting you?
Kryptonite.
He's going to destroy it.
There. Okay, let's go.
What? Why?
I want to beat you at your best. It's no fun if it's not fair.
Gee, thanks.
Well, that was neat. Yeah, that's not a problem. Where'd that car come from?
Next time, watch your blind spot. Huh. Deja vu.
Uh-oh. Power pole. Let's see what it can do.
Feels like
Power pole extend!
magic.
The game's not as fun when you're losing, is it?
Oh, it's magic.
You think this is a game? I haven't even begun to play.
It might be more useful than I actually thought. I forgot it was magic. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. And now he can just grab it. Logic. Oh, the hair!
Great. Not another.
Oh, dragon throw. His hands weren't even touching Superman's
Super Saiyan 3. What
leg,
makes him so
were
strong?
they? It doesn't matter.
My mind, huh?
That was a bad idea.
My turn.
Oh, what's this?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Ah, Super Saiyan 4.
Here we go again.
It's over, Superman. Nobody is stronger than Super Saiyan 4. My ultimate form.
Ultimate form, huh? About time you ran out of hairstyles.
You notice how his cape is flapping in real time, even though it was going super slow motion?
Don't have much left in me. Have to get above those clouds.
Oh, no, you don't!
Oh, is it going to become Kamehameha versus Heat Vision? Please, please. Yes! He can go into Kyle Ken in super form? That's bad. Never mind. We all know where this is going.
That's it. Good. Right.
I thought you couldn't breathe in space.
Wait, there's no way. He's still alive. It's the sun. He's using the sun. But I'm drained.
Yeah, they like, I know they said in there that he can't breathe in space. But okay. Yep, he's absorbing it. No use trying to hit Superman with it. He's not evil. Whoa! That looked more powerful than the Kamehameha. Oh, okay then. Little bit of an animation error there. Did you notice how Super Saiyan 4's hand was going into Superman? Yeah, they blew up the world. And the winner is Superman.
It's over! It's finally over! We never have to hear about it again!
You
Superman
wish.
may not be as tenacious as Goku, but sometimes tenacity only prolongs the inevitable.
Superman's power's insane! He can even patch up holes in reality just with his own static electricity.
Goku does not
What?
understand Superman's connection to the sun and would not think to teleport him to a red star. Even if he did figure it out, he would run the risk of teleporting him to a blue star, which actually increases Superman's power.
And if Goku destroyed the sun, the supernova would blast all the way past Mars and incinerate him.
So it ultimately comes down to who is stronger, faster, and tougher. The force needed to move an object out of the sun's orbit by 1% is about 1,000 times less than the object's mass. The Earth weighs in just under 6.6 sextillion tons. This means Superman is strong enough to move 6.6 quintillion tons.
But since his
Whoa.
solar power can rise infinitely, this is nowhere near his maximum strength.
You're lifting 200 quintillion tons. That's 3 times your record.
Whoa.
While
With
being
a
timed by
single
Max Lord,
hand.
Superman flew to the sun and back in less than 2 minutes. That's 9.4 billion kilometers per hour.
Not to mention he was fighting Wonder Stripper the whole time.
True, so it's likely he can go faster. According to Batman, he can fly at least 17 billion kilometers per hour.
And nobody argues with Batman. The Man of Steel can survive the impact of multiple supernovas, each with about 10 octillion megatons of force.
So Superman's feats and skills are definitively measured. However, Goku's are not, and are difficult to judge. Not only does Dragon Ball heavily abuse cinematic time, but Goku's final adventures in Dragon Ball GT are incredibly inconsistent due to his untimely transformation into a child.
Wow, the room got a lot bigger somehow.
As Ki is dependent on the physical body, his child form likely could not handle his own Ki, sending his power into flux.
It can't take it. It's too weak. My older body was more developed.
And obviously we're not using future Goku, because that would require a ridiculous amount of assumptions. Not to mention we'd have to use future Superman, who's pretty much God. So like Superman, we need to judge Goku in his prime.
After experimenting with dozens of different theories, we discovered an ironclad method to finding Goku's limits, which we call the gravity formula, based around his training in increased gravity. Due to his style of training and Saiyan heritage, Goku increases his abilities proportionate to the amount of force he trains under.
Saiyans are born with a unique ability to fight anywhere.
While in base form, Goku could lift just under 40 tons. This is equivalent to 586 times normal Earth gravity, which we will use in the gravity formula alongside the Super
Getting
Saiyan power
complicated
increases to
now.
calculate Goku's maximum potential.
Multiplying the 40 tons by the Super Saiyan forms means he can lift up to 160,000 tons in Super Saiyan 4. Strong enough to pick up a continent. Or my ex-wife. Right after Goku trained on King Kai's planet, which has gravity 10 times stronger than Earth's, he flew across Snake Way Road as fast as possible to save his friends. It took him 28 hours. Impressive, since that's 1 million kilometers long.
Except it's filled with curves, and Goku flew straight over it. So how far did he actually travel? By comparing Goku's height to a single spike, we can measure each curve. We can then remove those
Wait, why
curves
was he
from the
sleeping
overall
on
length.
it?
So it turns out Goku actually flew 307,000 kilometers, nearly 11,000 kilometers per hour.
To see how fast his base form is by the end of the series, we run the Snake Way number through the gravity formula to find that his top speed clocks in at over 2.5 billion kilometers per hour.
So he's
Over
probably a
2
bit.
times the speed of light.
So he's probably a bit slower just
We can
because.
determine Goku's durability through this bomb, which the brilliant Dr. Gero designed to kill Goku at age 25, when his maximum potential was Kaioken times 4.
That was intended for Goku.
It was intended
Yeah, it's probably
to
a
be
bit slower because he.
Scans of
It
the
looked
bomb
like he was
display a
taking
TNT
breaks.
measurement of 657. Bulma says the bomb could destroy the Earth.
Wait,
so
hold on.
this
That
is
would mean he
likely
was
measured in quadrillion
faster and
megatons,
slower
since
because he
it
was
takes at
taking
least
breaks,
53
and
quadrillion
also
megatons of
because
force to
that would cut
destroy
off
the
a
Earth.
bit of time.
So
Never
in his
mind.
final form, Goku can survive up to nearly 35
I'm not the one to do that,
sextillion
Matt.
megatons.
At least not right now.
Goku doesn't rely solely on his physical abilities. He amplifies his strength and durability with Ki.
But even though his Ki reserve cannot be measured, we can determine his maximum output. See, his Ki attacks do not force him backward unless he allows them to.
Even when firing upward at full power, the ground beneath him remains untouched.
Therefore, according to physics, his maximum output is at most equal to the amount of force he can withstand.
Luckily, we just calculated that with the Gero bomb.
Alright, now that
Okay.
we've determined Goku's maximum potential, let's compare it to Superman.
Holy shit! Not even close!
Now, we can keep throwing feats and equations around, but in the end, numbers cannot measure what Goku and Superman are capable of. They are both ultimate heroes, solutions to daunting problems, and achievers of the impossible. The difference is at the core of their character. Goku has never been invincible. He has very clear limits and must overcome those limits to solve the problems at hand. That's the whole point. On the other hand, Superman's story is not about the fight to become the best, but of an immigrant facing the challenge of home versus heritage. After accepting his alien side, Superman has reached his full potential, which, under the endless power of the sun, is essentially limitless. In short, Superman is as strong as he needs to be. So, what happens when you pit a man with the power to break any limits against another who has no limits in the first place?
Yeah.
Well, only one has limits to give at all.
Goku just can't keep up with a Man of Steel.
The winner is Superman.
Okay, so I was right. So yeah, this was the Season 1 finale, and the one that's coming out the 18th, I think, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the Season 2 finale. 50th episode and all. Okay, so let's talk about this. Okay, so that was Goku versus Superman. Honestly, I'm not that surprised about the winner, but they are making a rematch, so who knows what'll happen next time. I'm pretty sure I heard that they were using a different version of Superman and Goku from a universe where he didn't have Super Saiyan 4, so who knows, maybe their abilities are varied enough that Goku can pull out a win next time. Well, either way, this was a pretty well-animated death battle. I agreed with mostly everything they said. And I still have to say, couldn't Superman just fly Goku into the sun? Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.